G'day legends, it's Fish, the Beach Bum Investor, here with your cryptocurrency and surf report for the 31st of July 2017, D-Day some people might say in the Bitcoin world. So in the crypto economy in general, a lot of people are saying, so it's going to be an interesting 24 hours ahead of us. At the moment the market cap's sitting just under the 90 billion mark, so it's staying pretty steady leading up to this decision, which I'm happy about. Bitcoin's sitting at $2,739 a coin. Ethereum's bang on 200, and Litecoin's popped over 40 again to $41 US. So good steady recovery there from a little bit of a dip in the last 24 hours. Just taking a look at PIVX for all the PIVX fans, we're sitting at $1.91, so we have dropped back below that $2. I see anywhere under $2 as good buying. Now, as you know, I am a PIVX representative, so please make your own decisions on the buy. But I've pretty much been stocking up every time it goes below 2, especially when it drops down to that $1.80 mark, which we do see. That's when I really start to pick up some extra PIV. I am just working a weekly accumulative strategy with PIVX. I had money in other investments that I'm not ready to sell out of yet, and so I'm just gradually building up my PIVX. But I just wanted to show you something really exciting that's happened for me today and in the last couple of days. Now, this is my transactions on my PIVX wallet. Now, as you can see here, I went on a bit of a rampage and went out giving away PIVX all down here. But these two transactions, this one here and this one here, they're actually staking bonuses. Now, if I go back to my main screen, to my overview, and we have a look at the staking bonuses, I've got a staking bonus, 2 staking bonuses within 24 hours. That's quite amazing. So I'm absolutely stoked with that. Considering the amount of PIVX I have in there, it's just under 600 PIV, and I wasn't supposed to get bonuses that quick, so I'm pretty happy. Either I've been very, very lucky, or the rewards calculator could actually be a little bit conservative. So I'm going to keep an eye on that and keep reporting. But with about just under 600 coins in my account, I've already received 2 staking bonuses within 10 days of opening up the account. So to me, that's absolutely brilliant. I just wanted to report. I did say I wasn't going to report on this anymore, but I feel it's responsible for me to actually tell you what's going on, because I did initially get behind the ChainCoin movement, and it's not that I've abandoned it. It's just that I've put my weekly budget into other spends. I haven't actually sold the ChainCoin, so I've still got them. And I was watching some movies this morning, some videos on YouTube, and there's a lot of debate. Is the developers there? Are they not? Look, I honestly can't report one way or another. What I can tell you is that the people who are heavily involved in the ChainCoin movement, like Random Tandems, he's 100% confident that the lead developer is still on the project. He claims to email with him regularly, and he claims that there is some new developments coming out for ChainCoin in the coming weeks. Now, I'm saying all this as a claim because I can't confirm it. But for the ChainCoin holders out there, and for those of you who've been hodling through the downtimes, that's good news for you. That's good news for all of us, really. I mean, if we've got developers back on the ChainCoin team, or they never left in the first place, like the rumors suggested, that's awesome. ChainCoin certainly has that potential going forward. Yeah, so good news for the hodlers on ChainCoin there. There's been a lot of talk about SegWit and how that's going to affect Bitcoin and other coins. I just wanted to go back to a theory that I actually put forward, I don't know, maybe 2 weeks ago. And to be fair, it's not my theory. I read this from an author on Steemit, and the author suggested that if the SegWit causes some problems, people are going to be removing their money out of Bitcoin and looking for other, high market cap coins like Litecoin, like Ethereum, and potentially like Ripple. So it was a really, really interesting theory. And the more I thought about it, I thought, you know what? That makes a lot of sense to me. So I've actually jumped behind that theory, and I've been stocking up on Litecoin when it's hitting that $40 mark. I actually started stocking up around 45, and I've been continuing to hit it when it's dropping. So that's the advantage of running an accumulation strategy. I'm not looking to take any money out of the economy at the moment. If I have a big run up, I might pay a bill with it, like I've showed you I can do. But that's as far as I'm looking to go with actually spending my gains at the moment. And that's really just to help people see that it is actually legitimate currency that you can spend in real world situations. And the reason I'm doing that is because it brings more confidence in people actually putting their investment capital into the crypto economy rather than traditional avenues. So I'd like to see that. I think this is a brilliant space. I think we're working on amazing tech that can actually disrupt a whole lot of industries. And I really feel like this is the internet version 2. Now, for those of you who know me, I missed the internet version 1. I got on Facebook 2 years ago, I think. So I haven't been online for a long time myself, but I really feel like I've got at the front of the version 2 of the internet. So I'm pretty stoked about that. And look, at the moment, it's one of those days. I mean, it's a historic day for the crypto economy. Trying to read which way the market will factor in whatever decision is made is pretty difficult at this point. I think if it all goes well, Bitcoin's back on that trajectory again, and we could be looking towards the sort of the predictions that people were making a couple of months ago about $5,000 to $10,000 a coin by the end of the year. Now, I think that's a little high. Having said that, I wouldn't back against it. And the good thing about being a long-term trader or a long-term investor is I don't necessarily have to worry about the wins. I just sort of hold, and when I get some good highs, I might use it to pay a bill or something like that. So look, for those of you getting into the crypto economy, and I know there's a lot of newbies in this space, it's really, really exciting stuff. The best strategy I can recommend for you is an accumulation strategy. So what you're doing is you've got a weekly or a monthly or a fortnightly budget, and you're just putting that into the best value coins at the time you're looking to enter the market. Always look for those retracements, because they always happen, especially when something's gone parabolic. Always going to dip, like 99.9% of the time. So what you can actually do is have a look at the charts. If you've got a big parabolic growth, a great place to start setting your buy orders is take back half what it's grown. So if it's grown from 0 to 10, put your buy orders in at 5. I know it seems cheeky, but you'd be surprised how often you hit those buy orders when you come back with 50% retracement. So that's my personal advice. I love doing that. I've picked up some cheeky cheap coins as well, playing the LTC trade. So if you get onto a site like Cryptopia is the only one that I'm aware of. I'm sure there are others, but you can actually trade LTC and Doge to your other altcoins. So I don't think people are doing the calculations correctly on that, because I literally put a few of my PIVX, and sorry to the PIVX guys, but I literally put a few of my PIVX, like 5 PIVX up on a Litecoin sell book, and it sold for triple the price. I think people just didn't do the calculations correctly or something, and I'm finding that more and more I can pick up a little bit extra by putting in those LTC and Doge trades on Cryptopia. So I strongly recommend getting over there and having a look at that, because people aren't doing the calculations right. And if you want to know the correct calculation, it's actually quite easy, because when you're trading an LTC, all you got to do is grab whatever you're after. Let's say it's PIVX. So at the moment, PIVX is sitting at $1.92 roughly. So what you do is you actually take $1.92 and you divide that by the price of Litecoin. Now that will give you the current market price of the trade between Litecoin and PIVX, for example. So if you get that price on your calculator, then you can knock 10-20% off it and put in your buy orders in LTC instead of BTC. And what I'm finding is there is some confusion around it. People are probably trying it out, not really doing the math. And I'm literally buying some things at a third of the price and selling them at triple the price. So there are some good gains there to be made. I really don't want to give up that tip to everyone, but hey, it's all about sharing, right? So for those of you already on Cryptopia, and I know a lot of you on the ChainCoin movement will be over there, check out some other coins and check out your LTC and Doge trades, because you're getting some great value, both buys and sells. So get in there, have a look. I'll do a quick surf check for you. Unfortunately, we've got nothing. I'm just going to turn the camera around here for D-bar. We've got a beautiful sunrise coming up, but the surf is non-existent, unfortunately. We were hoping to get some swell this weekend. There's a couple of guys down at the wall. There's about 10 people down at the wall, but it looks like a mess to me. With this sort of swell that's sort of coming in from the northeast, it's just, you know, we get blocked by the Great Barrier Reef. So I'm on Eastern Queensland, Eastern Australia. I'm in Queensland, and the Barrier Reef is just north of us. And what happens on the northerly swell is we actually get blocked by the reef, so we don't get that big north swell usually. So our swells usually come from the south down that southern wall. Quite often get blocked by Byron Bay, but when it does wrap in, gets a little bit more east in it, that's when the Gold Coast, that's where we get our reputation from as a surfing mecca. That's when you get, you know, just around over the headland here at Snapper Rocks, 1.6 kilometre wave on a very good day, all the way from Snapper through to Kiro. So quite an amazing surfing destination. And if anyone's ever in town, come down to D-Bar and say good day. and unless you're an experienced surfer though, don't go out at D-Bar because it is a dangerous place to surf. But we'd love to see you on the Gold Coast. We'd love to see you down the southern Gold Coast. It's one of the best places in the world. And I'm gonna head off and do probably some boring housework today because there's not much surf around. The crypto economy, I've spent my weekly budget when it dips, so I'm just cruising at the moment. So I'm probably just gonna do some housework, which is pretty boring. But for all of you out there keeping an eye on the market, it should be a super interesting 24 hours. I will obviously have my screens open and be keeping an eye on that, but I'm really looking forward to this decision. I'm looking forward to seeing how Bitcoin Cash goes. Like, look, I haven't really formed a massive opinion on it yet. I've seen people talking for and against Bitcoin Cash, so it's going to be an interesting time for me. I'm not currently holding a huge amount of Bitcoin myself. Most of my money is actually in the old coins. I have a bit of Bitcoin just to diversify that portfolio, but I've joined on the bandwagon. Like, I chucked in at 2,500, that was about it. I sort of joined the wait and see bandwagon. I think if it all goes well, Bitcoin could double for sure, like not overnight, but within 6 to 12 months. If it goes badly, I just don't know. I think the altcoin market could explode with people looking to move their investment into other parts of the crypto economy. But my cousin's very, very knowledgeable. He was in Bitcoin a long, long time ago. And he said if this decision goes badly, he said it'll set the whole economy back 5 years. And that's his opinion. So I'm trying to bring you a balanced opinion there. That's my own cousin. I don't necessarily agree with him, but he's super knowledgeable. He was actually, I believe he was one of the highest, or still is the highest to this day, peer-to-peer lender of Bitcoin when it all started out. So he does know his stuff. And we were talking about an hour the other night on the phone, and he said, look, if it goes bad, I think the whole crypto economy is going with it for the next 5 years. And I said, oh wow, yeah, okay, I see your point. And I do see his point, but I also think, well, you know what, we're investing in amazing technology here, and I don't think we're even close to a point where we're going to, you know, see a withdrawal of this new exciting technology for 5 years. We sort of did in the past. As you all know, the Bitcoin collapsed back in, so I think it was 2013, 2014. Yeah, it certainly can happen, and it certainly could happen again with the SegWit decision. So, yeah, be careful with your buy points, and